Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Chellington Farm. Now, today is Uncut Thursday once again, second week in a row that we are on Chellington for Uncut Thursdays, but that is purely a coincidence because we had lots of stuff to do. Now, if you did miss the last episode, we are basically carrying on from there because we have got to get a lot done today because I will show you in a second. We have the Seasons mod installed, as most of you may already know. Let's get a four-wheel drive off a sec. So if I click the weather up, as you can see here, it is currently Monday and tomorrow is raining all the way through till Saturday, but then the soil will probably be a bit damp and too wet to do anything with until Tuesday, because soil mod does not. Why am I saying soil mod? Seasons mod, sorry, does affect all of that stuff. We are using the brand newest edition of Seasons mod, so we've got a brand new HUD which looks absolutely fantastic. I do have an idea that I need to put towards them. It'd be nice if we could see what... Oh gosh, we need to make this turn in. It'd be good if we could see what time the rain was due in. That would be a little feature I think they should add, but that's not for this video. So welcome back anyway. We are currently taking the 698T back to the yard to unload. Now you can't really hear it in this cab because it's an old tractor, it's quite loud, but if we go outside, I have a new mod installed, which you still can't really hear that much. I mean, that's meant to be covered anyway. You kind of hear it. We have the trailer sounds mod, which basically adds rattles and clanks just to give you a bit more immersion with your trailers and all that good stuff. So that field there is coming along nicely. That should be ready to harvest by autumn. So we need to quickly go ahead and get all of our fields planted up before the summer, because if we don't plant them in the spring, then they won't grow in time, unfortunately. Now, the field that we're currently harvesting, the field we're on our way back from now, which is field number 15, I believe, that unfortunately will not be ready in time to plant in time for autumn. But what we're going to be doing with that is turning it into our winter crops. So this season's mod does actually enable winter crops, so we can have winter barley, winter wheat growing in the winter, which should be quite good actually. So today we are heading out to the JCB as well to do some seeding in field number 6, which is that field right there. But first of all, we need to unload this Massey. Now, a couple of people did say in the last video where we got the Massey Ferguson that it was too fast for a Massey Ferguson 698T, and I can explain why that is. Once again guys, the mod is not finished, I have said that before. So basically the reason this is so fast is because, let's go ahead and unload this a second. Let's move the camera out here. Cool. I forgot which one unloads. Take that off, lift that up. No, we'll leave it on actually. So yeah, the reason this is so fast is because basically the 698 for Farm Sim 15 had so many scripts in it that it was pretty much impossible to convert over to here. Well, we had some trouble converting it over to here. So underneath, I had to rebuild it up. I basically rebuild it from the ground up. So underneath, it is actually an Agrostar. Here we go. This is what it is underneath. That's why it's a bit fast. So I need to change it so it actually behaves like a 698. So I need to change it so it actually behaves like a 698T. These IC buttons that you see on the door and the windows, I couldn't get IC working yet. I am working on it. But if I can't get it working, then these will not be on the windows and doors. Do not worry. The PC, the console version, if I'm allowed to release it on console, will not have IC because consoles don't allow for it. So we are actually going to... No, why do I know you're going to do that? Just follow the course, will you, dang it? No, follow the course. Why does it always do this? There we go, follow the course. Thank you very much. Now we need to quickly put this onto Massey Ferguson. Set that off at 75%. Wow, that's too fast. What the heck? I'm just going to do one more thing, guys, quickly. We want to change that to about 23, which is about the realistic sort of speed. And that should be the Massey working now. We will collect him again later on to unload him again if he doesn't do it by himself. But now we're going to jump into the JCB. But first of all, see here the combine is working. I've changed the course because it was doing the widthwise as opposed to lengthwise. So now we're doing length so we can get more in per length. Where's the 7700? Here it is. So the 7700 is ploughing away. We're not going to bother touching that because I hate ploughing. So we are going to jump into the JCB, which is right here, and seed today. So we're planting soybeans if you missed the last episode, because that's the only crop we don't actually have just yet. Let's go ahead and get the seed drill on now. You may be able to hear some beeping. That is the Pro Seed mod, which I forgot how to get. Keypad 7. Okay, so Keypad 7 gets up the HUD. I'm not sure. Let's just turn this off a minute. I'm not sure why it beeps. I don't actually know what anything does just yet. I'm still experimenting with this. So we're going to turn the sounds off. So there we go. We're going to experiment with this. Now, this basically adds tram lines. So if I press, I think it's 8, you can see the red lines appear there. That gives us tram lines. So we proper tram lines, like it does in real life. Of course, we can just do halves, which is pretty cool. And we can also set it to automatic or GPS. We can actually set this up with GPS, which is pretty cool. We're going to do it manual today because I don't want to mess around with it because I don't know what I'm doing just yet. So anyway, let's get it lower down. And let's continue planting our soybeans. So, a little confession. If you were in Rainbow Dave's live stream, you already know this. But this is the second time recording this, because I sat here for 45 minutes recording Uncut Thursday. And I forgot to press record on the game. So, we had 45 minutes of the wheel cam and me talking, but no actual gameplay. So, that was a bit awkward. But we're going to go ahead and re-record it now. Hopefully I remember to do everything I did in the last video. I just got to remember what I've already said and what I haven't said in this take just yet. Most of it was talking about mods. So, I've... actually, we're talking about you guys first. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So today is currently Wednesday, so I'm actually working tonight, which is why I need to quickly crack out these recordings here. Let's go ahead and get it lifted up. We'll go into our next pass here. I've got to record hopefully another video after this, so hopefully I can get that done, because I will not be around. Basically, guys, Thursday I'm not around in real life, so I can never record on Thursdays. So if you don't get a video from me on Fridays every so often, that's why, because I'm just not here on Thursday. So if I don't have time to record it on Wednesday, then I won't be here, unfortunately. Can we get rid of that Proceed thing? Yes, we can. Cool. So, what have I been doing off camera? I have been working on projects, secret projects, one of which I've already briefly mentioned, and that is the map. Now, yes, I am working on a map, this is true. As for when people keep asking, when is it going to come out, it will not be out till about summertime. I know that sounds a long way away, guys, but good maps don't just appear. They do take a lot of time and a lot of testing to make sure they're perfect. But I am trying my best to get it out to you guys, do not worry. I basically, whenever I'm home and not recording, not editing, I'm usually just chilling out, making my map. So I should hopefully be out for testing by Easter and out publicly for the summer. That's what I'm planning anyway. Now, for those of you that didn't know, me and Silver TV do talk on TeamSpeak and that good stuff quite regularly, most nights actually. And I think I can safely say that my map will be out before Ings Farm, because Ings Farm is a very, very detailed map, and Silver is still working on that. So mine will probably be out before his, if I'm honest. He's taking a lot more time doing things on his, whereas mine seems to go pretty quick, but mine could change, guys. As soon as I get the groundwork done, with like all the roads and the hedges and all that good stuff, the actual decoration, I think, is one of the hardest pieces, and of course all the codes, like the pigs and the cows and all that good stuff, plus the scripts I want to add to it. Just to clear it out the way, will it be on console? I will try and put it on console. It depends whether Giants lets me upload 2 versions to the mod hub, because the PC version is going to be loaded with scripts. And the reason I'm doing that is because the PC modding community has been around for years, and we've always done stuff like this to make the maps better. So we will have the scripted version, and the console gamers will have a dumbed down version of it, basically, with just the in-game stuff. Unfortunately, that's the way it works, guys. That is just the way it works. Like I said, if they don't let me upload 2 versions to the mod hub, then it's only going to be on PC, but we never know. We never know. I may upload the dumb version to the mod hub and possibly the scripted version to Modding Central. I haven't decided just yet. That's things to worry about at the end. Let's go into our next row here. So, yeah, that's what's happening with the map. As for the 698s, a lot of you are going to be disappointed to hear this, but I've not actually touched them yet. I haven't touched them since I last introduced them to you guys. The map's been taking up all of my time, or of the videos and stuff. There's just not enough hours in the day. Of course, I have a real job in real life. I've got a girlfriend I like spending time with, obviously. Friends. I'm not just sat on my computer 24/7, so... Yes, the Massey Fergusons will get done when they get done. I might take a break from the map and do the Masseys for a bit, because there is a few problems that I've found, ironically, recording this video, but of course I forgot to press record, so I'm recording it again. So now I know about some extra bugs, and I will show you what those bugs are in a brief moment. The speed's one of them, but we're going to take that down to 23 miles per hour. Max speed, I think, because that's what they do in real life. Now, people keep asking about the 698 as well, like the normal 698. Yes, that is, of course, coming out. The reason I haven't used it just yet is because I plan on using it in an upcoming series, which I'm not going to mention just yet. Let's go ahead and get this Seadrill lifted up again, and we'll go into our next pass here. So, we are going to be working through the night. I know I said this briefly at the beginning of the video, but I'm going to go through it again and tell you why. So we're going to be working through the night because we have got what I believe is 3, possibly 2 or 3 fields that we need to seed, so they actually grow in time for the autumn harvest. This is one of them, which is not going to take that long, actually. We should be done by sunset, but then we've got to do field number, I think it's 11 we've got to do. Now, field number 15, like I said a second ago, is not going to be ready, so that's going to be our winter barley, winter wheat, whatever we decide to plant there. But all the fields we do own, we will be doing that. So we got field number 1 as well, which is currently grass. We fertilised that in the last episode. So that should be growing away nice. We should get some grass out of that. And we actually need to get some grass because, tell you why, the cows are going to need feeding. We don't own the cows just yet, but I'm going to be buying some animals for this. And in the winter, they eat a lot. And I mean a lot. A lot more compared to the summer and all that good stuff. Now, so it's going to be 9 degrees tomorrow. So technically we can do some work. We just can't do any field work because the soil is going to be disgusting. Probably up until Tuesday. So over a week game time, which is a shame. Let's go ahead and lower that down. Great start to the summer, basically, because it's going to be summertime here on the game soon. Now, one thing I have added to my map is when I'm in cab, I do use my indicators, but people say I should use my indicators even though I'm using them, and that's because you can't see them. So, if you look next to the little tractor down in the bottom right corner where it tells us our implements and stuff like that, if I turn my indicator on, we now have an indicator HUD, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment. Nice little script we had. We didn't make it ourselves. This is off mod host. It will be in the mod list when it comes out, of course, when I've released the mod list. But yeah, loving. Now you guys can see when I'm actually indicating. I think it works for hazard lights as well. Let's have a look. Yes, it does. Good stuff. Now, I think we are going to... How full is the Massey Ferguson? 42%. So, like I said, the Massey Ferguson 698s, both of them aren't actually nowhere near ready just yet. You can see up in the inspector mod there, tractor with wheat, 42% full of wheat is the Massey Ferguson. I haven't yet to do all of the names and all that good stuff just yet. So I need to do that on my to-do list. And we'll go into this pass here. So we really, really need to fill up on some fuel, but I'm going to wait until the Massey Ferguson does a little bit more. So I think we're going to go up to here, come back, and then go fill up. We might fill up the seeds as well, because we need to do, of course, a couple fields tonight. We're only doing 1 field of soybeans. Oh, gosh. I got a cold coming, guys, so I do apologise if I sounded like an alien. So yeah, also, I come up with an idea earlier. I am going to customise a JCB Fast Track 8000 for myself. I'm going to make it like a signature tractor of mine. I'm going to put some strobe lights on it, maybe a light bar, and one of the things I most particularly want to put on, if I can get it to work, is some side work lights. I think that'd be really cool to have some work lights on the side. So yes, definitely look into that. I'm not going to bother giving it its own key binding because that's a bit pointless, a bit of a waste. I think I'm just going to map it out to the back work light. So I think that's what we're going to do. Right, so we are coming up towards the end once again. We'll go ahead and lift it up. Cool. Now, people have been asking about the side panel in my recent videos, and all I can say to that is go check out my unboxing of this panel to get my first look and all that good stuff. But I love it, absolutely love it. I probably won't go back ever again from the side panel when it comes to Farm Sim. I'll probably be using this in the next generation of Farm Sim unless they come up with a better one. Look at that, I love this JCB. It's strange in real life, a lot of people don't use JCBs for field work. Around me anyway. They mainly use them for karting because they're fast tractors. I don't see why they don't use them for field work because I think they're amazing. Love them. I'm not sure about the... is it 3000? I've not really seen one of them in real life, so I don't know how good they are in real life, but especially the 8000, really good tractors. So let's get our front lights on. I couldn't tell what lights are on then. So yes, we are going to come towards the end of this pass, and we will go ahead, fold our seed drill up, and go and fill up with diesel and some seeds as well. So the Massey Ferguson is now on 68%, which I know is just over half, but the only problem is we won't get another full load into there anyway, so I think we may just go and bring him back now. We'll go ahead and fold the seed drill up here. It'd help if I selected it down in the schematic thing. There we go, we're folding that up now. We'll get our beacon lights on, and we'll head back to the yard and fill up on some diesel because we are in desperate need for it at the moment. So, I don't know what the Massey Ferguson's doing currently. He should be hopefully sat at the side of the field, but they do have a habit, if you ever use Courseplay, of sitting in front of the combine, which I've never ever understood. I don't know why they do that. They're like, they'll say the combine's stuck in traffic and you'll tab through, and for some reason the Massey or whatever track you've got karting is sat in front of the combine. It makes no sense why Courseplay does that, but never mind. So what we're going to do is go ahead and reverse. I think we're going to reverse down so we don't have to turn around at the bottom. So let's see how well we can do this. Probably going to do it in third person. Save us getting stuck and all that good stuff. So we're going to turn around here. Looking at that seed drill there, guys, I may plant corn or sunflowers in the next field, because we haven't actually got any of that crop yet. Anything that requires a corn header, basically. Right, so the top is open there. So I think what we can do now is fill up. We're not using the pallets because I've got a lot of complaints lately that I use a loader too much. I keep loading things up and people find it boring, which is a shame because I love loading stuff up, but I'm here to please you guys, so I'll just do it like this for now. Leave it a couple episodes before we go back to using a loader. Let's go next and get some fuel. So we're reversing back at the moment. And so whilst that's filling up, let's get our lights off here and our beacons. Cool, get that turned off. We'll leave her filling up whilst we tab through to the Massey. Look, the other Massey. Okay, so the combine is at 20%, so we're going to take this opportunity to go and unload, if I can work out where exactly we are. So we want to go that way, I think. I refuse to drive through the crops. I know I don't have crop destruction on, but oh, you can hear the trailer now. I'm going to put it onto that. There we go. You can hear the trailer rattling away there. That is the Trailer Sounds mods, which is I really recommend. I really am impressed by that. I'm just looking at these front wheels. Do these front wheels in this Massey look straight? I can't work out if they do or not, to be fair. So yeah, unfortunately the Massey Ferguson is chucking out some errors to do with gravity, mass and physics and all that good stuff, so that's why I'm not releasing it just yet, because there are some serious behind the scenes problems. Although it may look okay, it's in the game. Why is our backlight on? Yeah, although it looks fine, we're in the game using it and all that good stuff, it does have some issues behind the scenes that I need to check out. And speed especially. The only way I'm overcoming the speed issue at the moment is by putting a speed limiter on. As you can see, we have limited the speed to 23 miles per hour. So no matter how much we put our foot down, we will only go 23 miles an hour. Right, let's go ahead and turn down here. Now I want to get in front of a car because the cars, unfortunately, completely blind us when they're behind this tractor. I don't know if it's to do with the windows or just the way the game is. But yes, I think it's to do with the windows. I might need to redo the window textures. So as you can see, the light just makes it look matte. sort of. That's all things we need to look into. So yes, if you have drive control, if you didn't know you could set the speed limiter, the little green speed icon, which you can change by pressing Shift 3, there we go, set it normally like you would now to 23, and that is the maximum speed of your tractor. Now the reason I got the speed limiter set is because any faster than that, the tractor starts wobbling. In fact, I'll just show you. I know it's a bit unrealistic and a bit rubbish, but I'll show you what happens when we go fast. So we'll turn the speed limiter off. I'll keep the steering wheel, I'm not dead straight because I need to stay on the road, but if I stay on the middle of the road, look what happens to the Massey in a second. It may not do it with this heavy trailer on the back actually, but it starts swaying all over the place at some point. Yeah, it's not doing it now. That's a bit, maybe it looks stupid. Oh, there it goes. Let's put our speed limit back on real quick. There we go. So yes, unfortunately there is definitely problems with the Massey that need to be redressed. And we're on to this for the second time in the video. So the only thing I'm not doing today is the ploughing, because I'll leave her to it. I refuse to do some ploughing. Oh, lights on. There they are. Cool. So the JCB should be full by now. Should be is the key word. Oh, we're off the road again. But that field's coming along. It's taking a bit too long. I understand why people use big equipment on maps like this, although it's a little bit unrealistic. I think the seed drill that I have would probably be what you'd have on a field this size in real life. Maybe even a farm this size. I don't think you get much bigger, to be fair. I've seen people using like the Commodore and stuff like this, which, or Commodore, not Commodore, which I don't think you'd get in real life. You may do. Who am I to judge? But personally, I don't think I'd ever see one on a farm like this around me anyway. Right, let's go ahead, move that camera around, and we will unload. So once that's unloaded, we'll set this guy back off onto his course, and we'll jump back into the JCB. Nearest waypoint. There we go. What are you doing? That is not what I asked you to do. Dang it. Right, let's try and do this. We'll try and set this guy off by ourselves then. He's not wanting to follow the course for some reason. Right. Yeah, now he's away. Now what I do need to do, unfortunately... What are you doing? Why does Courseplay decide it wants to do this? Now we're stuck. This is why Uncut Thursdays is only on a Thursday, because I cut out the stuff like this usually. Whilst I get frustrated with Courseplay. Okay, let's go. No. This way, dingbat. No. This way. Now what? Oh my gosh, I am going to catch this tractor on fire in a minute. Right, we're getting up the course here. I'm using the keyboard because I'm getting frustrated with this Courseplay nonsense. Right, follow that course there. No. Finally! Gosh. I know this is Uncut Thursday, but let's just say that bit there is being cut out because this is a family-friendly channel. That's all I'm going to say, unfortunately. That was annoying. Right, let's jump back into the JCB. Here you are. Cool. So yeah, I got really frustrated with that Massey Ferguson then. For some reason, it was driving straight. It wouldn't register the course. So I had to cancel the course to get it back up again. How annoying. Right, anyway, let's hopefully we have more luck here with the JCB. Should do, because we're driving it ourselves. So we're going to carry on doing some seeding now until the end of the video. And that tank cost us £754. Right, let's go ahead and do this here. Turn into here. Right, now where did we get up to? Good question, Simulate. Let's go ahead whilst we drive over here and get the seed drill unfolded. We'll find our course. I think it... Oh yeah, we can see the line here. So, I only just found out in the first take of this, which you guys aren't going to see, luckily, because it was a bit of a fail, that now the markers have different buttons. It used to be press Z again in Farm Sim 15, but no, it looks like they have their own buttons now, which is pretty cool. So if you want one marker, you can lift the other one up, blah blah blah. I wonder if you can have both of them down at the same time. I don't know why I ever would, but it'd be interesting to see. In fact, I can think of a situation where you do that. Maybe if you had two tractors working on the field, and you could put one down the middle to begin with, and then the other tractor would join in, and you go down the ridge. You get the idea. Of course, you need identical seed drills for that. Ooh, so that Massey Ferguson put me in a bad mood then, safe to say. Have we still got beacons on? Because we do not need it on. There we go. So yeah, as we're looking at the beacon, as you can see, we've got one measly little beacon on this tractor, so I do plan on putting some strobe lights on and all that good stuff. I think that's going to be quite a little, not a challenge, but a nice little project I can do when I'm relaxing on the evenings. What time is it here? 7 o'clock. Real life, not game time. Game time's 8:14. Right, so we're going to go to the end of here. We'll lift up our seed drill. And we'll lower this down. There we go. Good stuff. Luckily, this video doesn't have to be edited, because I got to record another video after this, because I can't remember if I said it in this video or the last video, so if I repeat myself, I do apologise, but I'm not here on Thursdays, so whether I release a video on Friday depends on if I can get a video recorded on Wednesday, because I'm not even at home on Thursdays. Every Thursday I'm not at home, so yes, if I can get a video recorded on Wednesday and edited, then there will be a video on Friday. If not, then unfortunately Fridays may be videoless, which I think you guys can handle one day a week without a video from me, hopefully. But I am trying to put a video out, guys. I will try and record after this. Speaking of which, we have been going for 30 minutes so far, so we'll go for another little while. So after this pass, we are going to drop the ridge marker and see how well we can do with the ridge marker. Let's get it ready. We'll go up here. We'll lift the seed drill up, and we'll go into this one now. Which side is the ridge marker we want? It's Shift Z. Okay, so that's how you put down the other one now, in case you guys don't know. You actually have to press Shift Z to get the markers down for the right side on Farm Sim 17, which I didn't know until today, so that's interesting. So we're going to follow this down. Hopefully the ridge marker is actually even a ridge, because sometimes it doesn't, because we need to follow that all the way back up afterwards. So we get some work lights on? I think we will. So let's check up on the Massey here. So they're filling up again. Harvester is 41% full. Massey Ferguson's filling up, just going past 28%. So I think we'll let them unload one more time after that, and that should be us done for today. We'll carry on doing this now. Some of you guys may have found this boring because we're going up and down a field, but once again, I can't stress this enough. This is Farming Simulator. If you don't like watching farming, realistic farming stuff, then you probably should be playing Farming Simulator. But this is only Uncut Thursday, don't forget, so usually the videos aren't usually this linear. Usually we do bounce around and do other things. Right, let's go ahead and lift that up. And we will put this ridge marker away here and get the other one out. And then we'll follow this ridge all the way back to the end. So I don't really use ridge markers that often. I'm just trying it out today. See if we can get us a better result. Because I'm trying not to use GPS. I'm trying to do it a bit more realistic for Uncut Thursdays. And once again, if you did miss my last video, Chellington/Sandy Bay, which is Chellington's getting replaced with when it's released, is my ultra realistic series, and Copper Pot Farm is a bit more like my usual style, basically. A bit more not roleplay, but yeah, kind of roleplay. It's got all dodgy deck lid and stuff and all that good stuff on it. Whereas Copper Pot Farm is pretty much... No, sorry. Chellington and Sandy Bay is pretty much the ultra-realistic stuff. GPS is kept the realistic, but the reason we're not using it today is because this map, unfortunately, doesn't have multi-terrain angle, which, if you don't know what that is, don't worry. But basically, the GPS course, I couldn't get it the same as it was yesterday, so it's pretty impossible to get it back to how it was. I forgot to save the course, because I'm an idiot. Right, let's go ahead and lift this seed drill up again, and we need to put the ridge marker in and get the other side out there. Now we'll follow this ridge back. So this is going well. We missed a little bit somehow, even though we used a ridge marker. So we're trying to line up the point on the bonnet there with the ridge marker, although we forgot to lower the seed drill back down. God dang it. It's twice I've done that now. Reverse a little bit. Shouldn't do us too much damage reversing, so we don't drive over the crop. Okay, that should do us nicely here. Stop. Lower it down. So unfortunately, I forgot to lower the seed drill, which is annoying. Making sure the ridge marker is on the correct side then, and yes it is. So as I was saying, I'm trying to get the point of the bonnet there. There's a little point in line with the ridge marker. As best as we can, although it's quite hard to see on this game. It's really easy in 15 because it used the plough texture on top of a cultivator, and this is, I don't even know what that is. I think it's just a blurred line, to be fair. But yes, we'll follow this down anyway, and we've currently recorded for 34 minutes, so we're going to unload the Massey one more time pretty soon. I'm not sure how the 7700 is getting on, but we'll check that as well in a second. So I think we'll go down to here, we'll turn around, we'll do another length back up to the other end, and then we'll check up on everyone else. So one more pass after this. I should actually probably map out the ridge markers to this side panel, since I'm actually going to start using them from now on. I'll come to the end here, lift up ridge marker in, get this one out, and double check. I don't trust myself. Cool, yeah, that works. Probably should have done it a bit further off the field, but it is lifted up, so it's not really going to cause an issue. Okay, and we will lower it this time, not forget. That's the plan. So yeah, we're going to take it up to this pass like I just said, and we'll check up on everybody else and see how they're getting on, and then I think we'll call that an episode. I'm going to get the rest of this field done off camera because I think we've been doing this field for like 2 episodes now. It's a pretty big field. Pretty big field for the realistic size equipment we've got. If I had like a huge Condor, I can't know if it's Commodore or Condor, but if we had that, probably would have done it in like 3 minutes. But yeah, we're using this one, which is the Vaderstad, I believe it is. Which is pretty much the sort of seed drill you see everybody using around me anyway in real life, so that's why I like this one. There's the horse one as well, which fertilises at the same time. May look into that one for Sandy Bay, because it's a little bit bigger. And it also fertilises at the same time, which is handy. Right, so we'll come up towards the end here. We'll get lifted up. By the way, guys, the bits of wheat around the edge that you can see, we did try ploughing them and harvesting them, but unfortunately it's off the field boundaries, so it didn't work. Let's go ahead and get this folded up first of all. Get this turned off. And away we... Oh, and we're going to go and check on the 7700 first of all. Here he is, so doing well actually. About halfway done now, pretty much halfway exactly. So this is probably going to be the next field we seed. Of course we need to fertilise them as well, that's one thing we need to do. I may even weed this field. Not this field, sorry, the one we've just done. Who knows yet? So what is the harvester waiting for? Is he done? Harvester's done. No, he's not. He's just miles off course. Why is this? Not quite sure why he's all the way at this side of the field. He's still got like half the field to go. But what we'll do is we will jump into the 698. We'll get this turned off. I don't know why 4-wheel drive's on here. Now what we are going to do is drive beside the combine. And then once we get to the end of this field, we will end up. So, slowly making his way back down now. As you can tell by the swaths on the field, guys, I did change direction afterwards because, wow, that's loud in my eardrums. If I get the map up, you can see he was doing lots of short lengths, so we've changed him so he does fewer longer lengths. So what we're going to do is get this next to this. Speed him up for a second here to get him to catch up. Why am I so confused today? There we go. Shift 2 to speed up temporarily. So shift 2. Good. So we'll unload this guy for the last time. And as you can see, the little green numbers there, in case you don't know, down in the bottom right, that is the harvester's field level, so it's from 14%. When he gets to... No, actually, we'll drive down beside him. We'll drive down beside him. Well, I think somehow we're faster than him, even though we're meant to be matching his speed. So there we go, we are unloading this guy. Let's see if we can get a nice little first person camera here. Get a screenshot because I don't have little opportunities in Uncut Thursdays to do it usually, so we're just going to go about... I think I'll probably the lights off for that sake. Screenshot! Screenshot! And we might freeze again. Screenshot! Oh, we get one more lights on, why not? And... Screenshot! There we go. So anyway, we are going to leave it here, so I'm going to carry on driving down to the store real quick. See you later, buddy. See you later. I love this Massey. So, yes. We'll start heading back now. It's starting to fill up again, that combine, finally. Oh gosh, that was a bit wonky. So how do we get out? It's this way. I always forget. I always get a bit disorientated because this field's so big. I always forget which way he is in. We just look for the church, basically. The gate is on the same side as the church. That's what I always look for. And we actually need to... Oh, we drifted out. That's one of the issues I was telling you about, guys. The power sometimes is just too much. So we're going to set this to 23. Let's get rid of these lines. These lines are going to be annoying me the whole journey else. There we are. Hopefully it's still recording, so I just accidentally tabbed out again. And we are away. Struggled to get out then, so we put some four-wheel drive on. So yeah, in the next episode, I'm not sure... Right, so off camera, guys, what I'm going to be doing is finishing field number 6, which is the one we were just seeding. Hopefully the 7700 would have finished ploughing field number 11. The harvest will hopefully be done on this field, so we're just going to leave that one. We'll probably send the 7700 over to slowly start ploughing that one. Although there's no deadline for the to plough that. The deadline is literally autumn, so... There we go. Let's go ahead and turn into here. Now these indicators are a bit bright. That's on the to-do list. As you can see. Cool. So yeah, that's all the stuff we got to do. Basically, we just need to get every field we own needs to have something growing in it in spring, basically. So somewhere will be growing, and we'll be tending to it, like fertilizing and all that good stuff. And autumn, we'll harvest it. And then that's pretty much all we can really do in the winter. There's not much we can do apart from ploughing and cultivating if it's warm enough. Of course, we can see the... By the way, up in the top left, top right corner, sorry, we got the 13 degrees. That's how warm it is outside. So it's 13 degrees air temperature. The soil is 1 degree Celsius. So obviously the ground is colder than the air around it. Not really sure what the other icon next to that means. I think that's just the season possibly telling us to grow. I don't really know what that means yet. I need to look into that. So yeah, we are going to unload this for the final time. So off, when I'm not recording, guys, just so you guys are aware of what I'm going to be up to. I'm going to be finishing, or tweaking the 698s, not finishing, that's a strong word to use. And I'm going to be playing around more with the map. So I've got some pretty unique things on the map, which I'm pretty proud of. OxygenDavid is helping me put some multi-terrain angle in. Well, not helping, he's sending me a link on how to do it. I just realised I got an armrest on this tractor in real life. It's put my arm on the desk. Never realised that. So yes, hopefully my map, I can get multi-terrain angle working, hopefully. Oh, over here. Let's rotate this camera around here. And we will stop up here. So, which button's unload? I always forget. There we go. So thank you very, very much for joining me on this episode of Uncut Thursdays. If you did enjoy, please tap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.